Hello again, YouTube! This is Dr. Kendo, and we're here with another Move or Die Day Friday episode. We've got the Move or Die mod. So, of course, this game being called Move or Die can kind of tell you the premise, but we've got these character mods that I've made, which are Mama and the Tattletale, of course, the talking Tattletale. From the game Tattletale, we're gonna go with Boss Fight as the first game that we're gonna play, along with, we get to pick one more. I'm gonna go with Sugar Rush because I wanted something that will show off the quote-unquote fat versions. You know, you can make a regular character and you can make the bigger version, the inflated version, I guess. Sounds a little bit better, but we've got a boss fight right here that looks like the walking Charizard mod that I did a while back is going to be the boss, so in essence we all just have to walk up to it and zap away! I'm trying to get this Charizard, he keeps walking away as he should, and what a fool, the talking Tattletale just sitting there on the spring. Look at the ghost springing up and down, up and down. But I've still got the red, of course, the Angry Bird, and that was another mod that I created in a past episode, and boom! 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 We got him. Boss down, that was the Charizard, of course, and I was the leading player, so that gave me the most points. But here we go, we got Sugar Rush. So as I was explaining before, in a game like this or in Blowback, you know, you can see the inflated version of characters. And so for Mama, we had the normal Mama whenever she's not inflated in Move or Die. But here with this candy in our stomach, we now have Jump Scare Mama. So I actually made the inflated or fat version to be Jump Scared. So that should be awesome. We'll try to zoom in so you can see that, or maybe the game will zoom us in a little bit if we win. So I need to make sure and get those candies right to show it off. And so, oh gosh, it's all the way over here. Let's see, I think I can get to it before the bird, but God, there's something in my way. There we go! Got him! Got him! And so are we gonna see it? Yes! Look at the crazy jump scare, Mama! Oh my God, that is terrifying. So that was custom made with different kind of, I guess, Mama pieces and whatnot. You know, we've got the regular image of Mama here, as you can see on the victory screen and at the beginning. But I basically just took the jump scare eyes and mouth from a different Mama picture and applied them to this Mama, the normal Mama, or whatever. Hopefully that makes sense. We'll see it a little bit later in the Photoshop files, which I always show off at the end of these episodes. And so now I'm going to play as just the regular, the talking Tattletale baby here. And so we get to pick another two modes. This time we're going with a mutator, though. So it's time to also pick the mutator. We subbed in some of the other mods. We got our the Mr. Krabs that I made, as well as the flying Superman. And I don't know all these other mutators are going to work out that great. We'll go with decoys, which I've never shown off in an episode, but it is crazy, because look at this, look at all the craziness. It basically just sends a ton of Move or Die mods that you've done, or characters, you know, that are in the game, like brains right there, but also you can see my Bill Cipher going away, that's crazy. I was trying to say the spike ball coming after me, that was insane. And so this is building blocks. I've actually never ever played this this mini game. So you just have to build the I was gonna say, so you just have to build these blocks above your head, and that was terrible. What happened is I jumped way too high and I hit the roof, which also had those X blocks. Basically, whenever you hit those X blocks, the red ones, they will make you die immediately. So you don't want to touch those. Looks like we're back with Spike Ball, of course, and we've got minions out the wazoo. We have a Green Joe in there, and my Sonic mod, and lots of others. Looks like Bendy, actually, from the last episode is in there, too. And so this one comes out as a draw, which is too bad. And so I'm gonna go back with building blocks and hopefully redeem myself a little bit, but this is, it's complicated. I'm only building one block now. No, I'm going down, no! Down with the ship. It's so funny because all the decoys that were trying to like mess me up are all just standing there now. This looks insane with decoys, oh my gosh. I mean, the good thing is if you're like a color that is not the color of the decoys, it's actually really easy to see yourself. But for instance, Mr. Krabs right there, you know, if I was yellow, I bet it'd be tough if there was a ton of Bill Ciphers around. It would just make it a little bit harder. Speaking of Mr. Krabs, he did actually win, so the AI bot has beaten us, or me. I'll take the blame.
Son of a...
But alright, with that, let's go ahead with one more, just really quick round. We'll go ahead and sub in also the SpongeBob here, and taking out the Flying Superman. We replaced it with my Sonic mod, of course, Fat Sonic. It's the Move or Die Sonic. I mean, come on, guys. Move or Die characters are often, you know, represented by being really short, kind of rotund looking. You know, they're very round and fat looking or wide. And so that was why I made the Sonic that way, as well as a lot of mods in the past. But this is a fun game. I've only played one other time than this video, so hopefully I'm not too noob or anything like that, but it's a loot grab. And so I'm playing as the little Tattletale again, and basically you just want to grab this treasure and teleport back up to your specific treasure chest. You know, you don't want to teleport to someone else's because that'll do nothing for you. But here, if I can go to that second treasure chest, that's the one for me, and I can just wait at it and drop in some loot. Fortunately, it's got those health plus sign things right at the base of the treasure chest, so you won't lose any life if you just stand there. You know, normally in Move or Die, if you don't move, you die! But in this case, with those plus signs, they'll give us health rapidly, and so it looks like I am the pirate king or something because I've got all this loot. I don't know, I got all the treasure, I'm the winner, so good stuff there. And we'll go on now to see the Photoshop files for creating the little Tattletale as well as Mama. The Tattletale is pretty self-explanatory, you know, you just cut out the legs, so do your best to just get those little feet there. Of course, you guys can just download this mod on the Steam Workshop, but just to show you how I created it, of course, I pretty much always start off with the source character of Brains. It's sort of the greatest, like, blank slate character for me, but I think what is really gonna be the best treat for you guys to look at is Mama right here. So if we're looking at how I did the Mama creation, it was the same kind of as the Tattletale before, where you remove the legs and then put them in the spot where the legs are supposed to go. But I also had to actually take the buttons out, you know, the little play and pause and all that. And basically, when isolating that, you know, I just copied it and pasted it again because I actually turned the Mama horizontally. You know, I flipped it so that the image would be facing just slightly more, you know, it's mostly a straight on look at Mama, but I did want it to have the shadows and stuff on this side, and so that's why I flipped it horizontally. But then, of course, as I was mentioning really early on with the inflated version, you know, there's always the fat mod that you also have to create in there or put down. And so with that, I made Jump Scare Mama be that one, and so Jump Scare Mama is just a bigger version, but also has, again, that teeth or the mouth as a whole pasted on top of that original Mama image, as well as just taking one of the eyes and doubling that up so that Mama has the scary red eyes. And so, yeah, that's how it was done. I certainly hope that you guys have enjoyed this. Again, you can get any of my mods when you go to the Steam Workshop for this game. If you don't actually buy this game, I really don't think the mods are going to work in any way. You've got to buy it or have like some kind of official download code or something, but you basically need to get it from an official source. Don't illegally pirate the game or any of that, or really any games. If you're going to ask me, I'm always going to say to support the developers. Don't be stealing their games. But yeah, that's extra incentive because your mods will not work and you can't really get stuff from the Steam Workshop as far as I'm knowledgeable on that whole thing. Okay, anyway, I will catch you guys on the next vid, and thanks for viewing.
Runners, I still hit, naga nada to the shin, and the skin caving in, got a lot of off the limbs, what's the violence all for? Can we talk about our problems, go and try that in Hades, cause there ain't no way to solve them, blame it on the games I play, Jack Thompson went